Good morning, everyone. Hope you are all well and happy, and welcome to our first meeting. Is there any additional points for agenda? Okay, if not, thank you. Our second item is attendance. I think we have all attended the meeting, and thank you very much for that. There is no apology. Everyone is there. Thank you so much. Under personalia.
Nothing from
sorry.
There's nothing from me.
Antoinette had your birthday in February?
Yes, Antoinette and Suzette has a birthday on 1st of January.
Who else birthdays are coming up?
And Magda also had a birthday.
Maria, do you have a list of the
birthdays that are coming up? It's for Maria. No, it's April. I think 10 April is Takani. And then 5 June, it's Maria, and 26 June is Josephine. Thank you so much again. And the confirmation of agenda.
I'm sorry, Maria. When did you say your birthday is? The exact date?
5 June.
5. Thank
5
you.
June.
Thank you.
Josephine is 26 June. And then the confirmation of agenda.
Looks fine.
Okay. Are you all fine with our agenda?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Item number 5, minutes of the hangover meeting held 24 of November 2021.
Under point 5, can I just say that under 5, the feedback from the ILLIG meeting with electoral officer, it was a minute that the committee suggested that the liaison office write an official request to the Sabinet president.
Correction and admission.
Yeah, so can we maybe just say that the committee suggests that we contact actually the liaison office or Anna Marie, which we did, and find out what exactly they were looking for. Because there is not a Sabinet president, and and it's not something that Sabinet can supply.
It is quite unclear that I...
Yeah, okay. So I'd rather say the committee suggested that we contact the liaison officer, Anna Marie, to find out exactly what they requested.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
Until 11. I will help. 11 o'clock. I will help.
These days, how Rosal got her group back.
What?
The makeup, the earrings, the dresses, and here. How Rosal got her group back.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I thought it's just me.
We have lost Maria, or she's not, we can't hear.
Yeah,
We have
Maria.
lost the chair. She's reconnected.
Maria has fallen off and is trying to reconnect.
Oh, okay. So Kagiso, are you going to be able to send me the recording so that I can correct the minutes?
Yes, the recording will be made available. So usually at the end of the meeting, we do download the recording. Then after that, we do provide the link. If not by the end of the day, it will either be tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Is Maria winning?
Nothing as yet.
Hello, Maria. Continuing. We are continuing. Now we can take number 8. The treasurer's report, the bank account by Suzette. Suzette? Hello?
Hi. What about item 5, item 6, item 7?
And we haven't,
Items.
Yes.
and we haven't
We were busy
confirmed,
with 5.
and we haven't
Okay, we
confirmed the minutes.
Okay, we can for item number 5,
Yes.
the correction and adoption of that meeting of the 24th of November. Marte was talking to us about what Sabinet is doing and all those things. Can Marte, I didn't hear you clearly what you were saying.
Okay. There was a request from Leila to
Yeah.
give what kind of report on how the ILL was affected, and if there was a lot of during the COVID period, and if there was a lot
Yeah.
of for the various sections. And she suggested I have emailed. Now we are going to do that in any case. It's later on, but I have emailed Anne-Marie because Maria couldn't remember exactly what was the case. And she also said she couldn't remember exactly what Leila asked for, but she think it was more out of a curiosity to find out what the impact of the COVID and the lockdown had on ILL. Overall, was it increased or decreased, or the formats and things like that? And she was thinking of maybe what trends emerged due to the COVID and what can we learn, good or bad. Yes. So it wasn't as I say, it was more out of actually a curiosity. It's not like we had to do it.
Yeah.
That is what we wanted to find out. So I responded to Anne-Marie. I wrote her an email and I copied Maria as well. And I asked her what it was all about. And she said, okay, it was more Leila being curious and thinking what could we learn from that. And as I mentioned to her that it may be interesting. And then Anne-Marie suggested maybe for a conference paper. So I said to her, okay, it may be interested as a conference paper, but the amount of research that needs to be done for this, it will be very extensive. This is more like on the level of a university thesis, because you had to contact each and every library to find out the statistics in the various various kinds of libraries. What did they do? How did they continue with the ILL services? What was the policies that were in place? What were the workflows? What happened to the delivery pickup locations? This is not just something that we as a committee can do, unless one of you wanted to do your PhD in ILL and contact the libraries. Sabinet can also not, remember in the olden days we had IFLA stats. We don't have that anymore. So we cannot pull a report of all the libraries in South Africa and say, okay, Library X had done so many and Library A had done so many. So it's impossible. So you had to go in and contact each and every library in the various sectors. So I don't know. We can still think about it. Maybe someone really wants to do it. So that is where that comes in. So all I've suggested is with on the minutes, it was mentioned that the committee suggested that the LIASA office write an official request to Sabinet, president, and request this. Take that completely out and just say the committee suggests that we contact the LIASA office, in this case it was Anne-Marie, to find out what Leila suggested, because it wasn't clear. So yeah, so now it's more clear. It's more of a curiosity kind of thing, but I know OCLC had done something similar, but it was a big research in the Americas that they have looked at the ways that the libraries coped during COVID. So that is basically. So I've addressed another point as well.
Maria, are
Thank
you
you so
back
much.
now?
I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm back. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Where can I start now? From point number 6, Rep Council meeting, maybe?
No. We're still busy with the we're still with 5.
Yeah. Maybe Magda, you
Okay.
can just repeat and say that it was just a curiosity question, and we can, yeah.
It
Correct.
was just the committee suggested we contact the LIASA office and to find out what they suggest, and it was more of a curiosity question. It's not like we had to do it.
Okay.
And then on also I've picked up advocacy is spelled incorrectly and Lihasa should be all in capital letters. Or wherever it on the minutes.
Corrected.
Okay.
Sorry.
Maria, you can go on 5.2.
On 5.2,
Yeah.
matters arising from the minutes.
Yes. Have we adopted the minutes now?
Sorry, I was distracted. Maria, we haven't even adopted the minutes.
Did you adopt the minutes?
No, not.
We can adopt it.
Okay.
And then a seconder,
Who's adopting? Is that you, Rosa?
Roselle, and who's seconder?
Oh, okay.
I'm seconding Josephine.
Marianne?
I'm seconding Josephine.
Yes, noted.
Then matters arising from the minutes was I am actually confused. Josephine, please help me. Anyone, please help me.
Is there any of the ILLIG planning report that you have to give feedback on that was in the minutes?
Okay. For the planning. I don't know if I have to, maybe if I go to rep council meeting, maybe I can say something about the planning. I don't know. Because for the planning, it was the restructuring of LIASA planning, of which is actually still incomplete.
So, okay, let's go to item 6 then.
Let me quickly go to item number 6. The rep council meeting. LIASA rep council meeting was held in Radisson Hotel, Johannesburg on Friday and Saturday, of which was 4 and 5 March. 31 LIASA REPCO members attended the meeting, and the meeting was all about restructuring, LIASA restructuring, for the people to give their ideas on how do everyone think of this LIASA restructuring. Expression of thoughts and ideas were shared accordingly, but LIASA restructuring is not yet concluded. They think of having a board for the LIASA. The president sent documents to LIASA REPCO members from the Institute of Directors related to the composition of a board. Once finalized, the document detailing a possible composition for the LIASA board will be shared. That was all that they said for this restructuring is not yet complete. We are still waiting for the documents to be, for everyone to review it first before they share the information with us. And that was all. And then let me quickly go straight, because I've noted everything that we had at the meeting. Like point number 7, the membership report. I don't know, maybe you do have questions on this rep council meeting for the first portion, or can I just go through? Okay, let's go to point number 7, membership report. ILLIG have 63 registered members and 6 paid up membership of the ESCO. At the REPCO meeting, they showed us the membership statistic, like, for instance, they said from 2019, membership went down. To let membership went back to 2019, we need to recruit more members. For an example, what they've done, they said, they showed us the 2019 membership targets. Gauteng North had 307 membership from October 2021 and to February, from October 2021 to February 2022. We had only 154 members. There will be a prize for those who recruit more members this year. Like, for instance, a group who reached 2019 targets will receive 2,000 rand. And if recruited more members than 2019, they will receive another 1,000 rand, of which will be 3,000 rand. And statistic will be sent out in September to show who received the prize. The president requested us to encourage ESCO members to please register if you did not. And LIASA members registered before April this year, they will receive the LIASA t-shirts. I don't know, maybe if it's any question on this.
Can I just ask, last year, did we receive t-shirts or not? And the year before, during the lockdown, didn't we receive anything?
For myself, no, I didn't receive anything.
I don't know, maybe the office will know, because I was wondering, no one was in the offices, so we've been wondering what happened. Was there any t-shirts or not? Seeing that we maybe have new one this year. Getting a new one.
Yes. For this year, they actually proposed the golf t-shirts. So we don't know.
Yeah, colleagues. Last year t-shirts were not made. The year before, South African Library Week t-shirts were made, and most of them were distributed just before the lockdown started. That was in 2020. Okay. And some of them are still available at the office, but most of the t-shirts for the people who had paid their membership at a certain time, those t-shirts were distributed to the branches before the actual lockdown.
To the branches?
Yes.
Okay. So not to the individual companies, because we also didn't receive in 2020 and 21, so there were no t-shirts, but
2021, there were no t-shirts that were made.
But 20, we haven't received anything at our companies. I don't know if any, that was why I was asking. I thought, okay, maybe that also were never distributed to the various members, even if it's been at the branches. Maybe it's still there at the branches.
We can follow up with the office, but I do know that there were a second batch of t-shirts that were made, and some of those t-shirts are still available at the office.
Okay. Thank you. It's just curiosity.
Okay, thank you. Then can we also move to the next point?
Okay, all I have to say about this treasurer's report is that our bank balance is 50,864 cents. And like you know, I've tried to get Standard Bank to close this account, but I haven't been successful as yet. So I don't know what we're going to do about this.
Suzette, can you remember last time what was wrong again? I can't remember.
We haven't used this account for 2 years, and that was the reason why we couldn't close it.
Okay, but that's, yeah. So we will need to find out how to proceed.
I've actually sent I've sent a letter to Standard Bank and again this morning to their business section to ask what should we do that Ilyasa wants us to close the account. So I'm waiting for them. I mean, you and me and Antoinette were there, and I mean, they said they can't close it. So the business manager is no longer at the branches. So I don't know. I've asked. That's why I send it to the business section now to ask them to close this account.
Okay. Okay. Can we just continue? Let me just say, with this account, bank accounts that are not yet transferred to Liasa. Liasa President Nazim requested branch treasurers to please keep on contacting the bank in order for them to get help. We are not alone in this. There is still 3 other groups that are still suffering with the banking. And then Dani Malan, the Liasa treasurer, told us that the interest group financials still belongs to the group. If there is a need for us to use money, if already transferred to Liasa account, we may contact him at any time.
Okay, but Maria, then you must know that we cannot close it. And by the time there's a rep council again or something, you need to bring it to their attention that we are struggling to close it.
Can
Yes.
Maybe somewhere, because I'm in Pretoria, maybe somewhere I can, but it will not be in this month. I cannot promise. It will definitely not be in this month. Maybe next month or so I can go to them. If Suzette hasn't received direction from Standard Bank yet, maybe one morning I can ask my line manager that I can quickly go to the bank and again find out what we can do. But it's a lengthy process. Last time we sat there for more than an hour.
2 hours actually.
Yeah, so 2 hours. So yeah, it was really difficult. But I will, if I can, in a month's time, and she hasn't received anything, I will try and go and find out what to do.
Okay, that would be great.
Also, can Dani Malan not assist or maybe help or suggest what we can do?
Maybe, yes.
Maybe write a letter or something, I don't know, or suggest what can be done.
Yes, I think it would be better to find from Dani Malan what can we do.
But then is the money accessible? Should there be a need maybe to sponsor something or to buy something?
The money is not accessible. At the moment, it's got you have a limit for the month. We used to have a limit of 6,000, but that limit is gone. So I did look at it yesterday. I mean, I can still get the balance, a statement I can get, but we can't do anything on the account at the moment. So the money is sitting there and you can do nothing with it.
Ish.
So I've contacted the business section of Standard Bank. Let's see what they say.
Okay, no, thank you. And I see item number 9. I think Martha have already explained everything.
Yes, I think so. As I say, if someone wants to do a thesis or maybe of their own library, then that's fine. But for the whole of South Africa, that is something that's not going to be very easy to do.
Yes. Item number 10. Let me quickly just explain this planning report for 2022. At the LIASA meeting, they didn't even touch on each and everyone's planning. It was just that the restructuring that we were just talking about. It was all about the restructuring. They didn't mention each and everyone, maybe to say we are doing this or are going to do this, or is it possible to do something like. So let's go to 10.1 on our newsletters. We usually do our newsletter that will report on the workshop, not so? Or webinar. Am I correct or about newsletters? Thank you, Anthony.
Okay,
And
usually in the past, we only reported on our webinar, and I think in the past we also did just like in a writing and saying this is the members of the committee. One can also do a little newsletter on that one. It needn't be very long. It can be just something short. Antoinette, is Antoinette there? Antoinette, can you still remember what we did usually? But the biggest one is to report on, you know, the webinar, how many attended, what it was about, how it was received, what was discussed, who was our speakers, and yeah, I can send you a, Antoinette can maybe send you an example. What's this? Okay, sure.
Okay, thank you. And they also told us that we must just give this information to you, that archives of LIASA in touch are kept at the UNISA. And then point number 10.2 on workshop.
Do we have a date for our workshop?
Thank you, Antoinette. No, not yet. We still need dates, and then we still have to have a meeting for the arrangement of that workshop, but we need date first. At the moment, I'm not sure about dates, or can anyone maybe have an idea?
Are we still on, we said in our previous meeting, we said we are going to have one in April and one in August. Are we still going to make 2 or only 1?
My personal opinion, April is very short notice. And yeah, we usually only did one. So it depends on the chair. But yeah, but April is far too, how can I mean? It's too early.
It's too early.
But it's only my view. The rest of the rest of the committee must.
And the one in August, will it be in person or will it also be virtual?
We will see how the situation is. Because this is just a question mark. Nobody knows how in August, how is the thing going to be. If it's still fine for us to be in groups, then we can do it face to face. If not, it will be visual.
I think it was suggested that the April one is going to be a virtual one, and it could have maybe not like the ILLIG BEC people. They had a speaker. They had someone who talked about how she worked in the libraries and all that kind of. It's not like a cataloging related. So it was just a speaker who was that they invited to come and have a talk to the people. So it was not a whole full program. It was just one person who had a short lunch hour session. So maybe that was why we suggested the April. I think it was just for a short little to say hi, we're still here, and we do something for our clients. So maybe just have an encouraging speaker to do something, as I said, not a full workshop that we used to do with the others that were virtual. I don't know how you feel about that. And then it's not.
Yeah, I think that will be okay.
No, and
we can do.
We can move it to May.
Yes, maybe you can. Yes, to May, maybe closer to end of May.
Yeah, just so that the people out there know IL is still alive and kicking, and we're doing things, and it will also encourage people to maybe join the group.
Yes. Then do we need someone to speak, or only one person to speak to be a speaker? Or
yes, we can only have one person who give maybe a motivational talk or something like that. It was Segametsu who they invited Segametsu to tell her story of where she began as a librarian and things like that. And it was actually very interesting to listen to her whole life experience and what she accomplished in the library world. So as I say, it was not cataloging related. So this can also not be ILL related. It can just be a person who gives like a nice motivational speech.
okay.
That's just a suggestion, but the rest of the people can give their ideas as well.
Yes. I was also thinking of having a theme for our workshop. If everyone can just have something in mind, maybe even for our next meeting. Because for this one, I think around May, it will be fine. Then we also need to start looking for speakers also for our August webinar.
You know, for the April one, Roselle, I don't know, but I think the guides that you sent us quarterly, is it quarterly? I think if one of them, we can look at one of them, and then also maybe if you can present it on that one. Let me say, like Magda said, if we look for somebody who's going to motivate us, and then also you chose one of the guides, also the guide that will guide ILL people or ILL.
Josephine, sorry, I was just distracted by a client here. Can you just please recap what you have said?
I was thinking, Roselle, that you sent us the library guide.
Yeah.
If maybe you can choose one of them, and then on that day, on April, and
in
then
April.
Yeah, May. We say
You
May.
said May.
Did you say May?
Yes.
Yeah, on that day, Magda suggested that we can look for somebody who's going to motivate us, and then we also, with you can choose one of the guides so that we can give guidance of how ILL is been done and all those things. It's my suggestion.
Okay, and what I can do is I can share the last two guidelines. The one was for supplying, and the one was for this borrower library, and one was for the supplying library. What I can do is I can just make a presentation of it, and then yes, then I can maybe do that. Share the two two library guides. But I will make it as one thing.
One thing.
Yeah, it's basically our best practice thing, but it's just got its own things that we've added. So yeah, so basically it's the best practice, yes. Code of best practice, basically, but yeah, like I said, it's more adjusted towards we added stuff and so on from the National Library side.
I don't know what the others are saying, but I think if we can do that, and then Maria starts, or everybody start looking for somebody who is going to be a motivator on that day.
Sorry, come again. I can't hear you.
I say if everybody can start looking for a motivator. I don't know where will we get the money to pay if that motivator is paid, because our account is now frozen.
Yeah, we cannot pay.
This means we
Yes,
have to look for somebody.
but I know that what's the name? Liausa still owes some money. So maybe we can use that money.
Oh. Or Liasa owes us money.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, if it's available, then we can do it.
Yeah, maybe we should ask them.
Okay, and then we will then have a meeting, a short meeting again before this workshop, May workshop. just to finalize things.
You have a
Yes.
date.
No, we'll just do a short one. We'll think about the date.
Oh, we
Let's
can
first-
email it.
Yes. I'll email and just to find out if everyone will be okay with the date. And just for everyone to say maybe he got someone or what is going to be, just to rectify everything. And the time, it's only 4 minutes left.
Hi, Maria. Maybe
yes.
before you continue, if suppose I get someone and I don't really have to give that person a topic to speak on, he or she can even bring his or her own topic, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they said it can also be just a motivational speaker. Yeah, it's nearly time, and then let's go. We'll find out on this the coming meeting. We'll see about to look at this the theme for our workshop on August. Point 10.3, the AGM. AGM will be on the 2nd to 7th October. And then I will find out from the liaison office about the proposed date of the ILLIG AGM. At first they said it's 3 to 7 October, but now they told us that the AGM will be on the 2nd until the 7th of October 2022.
Maria,
And
is
from
it the
there,
conference?
yes, the AGM, yes, is the conference, the LIASA conference. And then next item under general.
Nothing.
It's nothing on the general. Okay.
Can I just ask something, even if it's not really something to do with this, but it's ILL. How do you treat a request maybe from an institution with, say maybe it's a book, but these people are looking for chapters. So they're looking for 3 chapters in the same book, but then they created a request for each chapter. Do we just give them a book once, or you supply those chapters according to the requests?
It's a difficult
We
one.
do supply the chapters if they do it separately, because in any case, they will keep on sending it back to you, because maybe you're the only one that's got it.
Mhm. Yeah, one must just be careful for the copyright, nee?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, it's the copyright is it's actually a problem if they, but that's why you can't give it with one request. You can't give 3 chapters. You can only give 1 chapter. So if they like
Broke it down.
if they broke it down and after 2 days or something, they ask the next one or something like that. Yeah, but in the end, it's their responsibility in any case.
Yeah.
What we do at the National Library, we usually have a copyright warning that we put on top of the chapter or on top of the photocopy. So where we say, listen, we are giving you this, but if you share it or if you use it, infringe the copyright law, it's your responsibility.
Yeah.
You must also remember, if the book has got 50 chapters in, you are allowed to give them 3 chapters because it's a 10th.
It must be 10%, yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's a very dangerous thing. It's
Yeah,
a
it
very, very
is.
dangerous thing.
You know, in our case, it's a little bit difficult because we, by the time you respond to the request, you don't even see the book. You don't even have the book. You don't, unless maybe you just have to specifically stand up, go fetch the book if it's there, so that you can see how big the book is before you respond.
Okay, on your catalog,
Mm.
can't you see the catalog record that usually says how many pages it is? Oh, I understand. You don't know how many chapters, and you
Yes,
don't
yes.
have the index. You have
Yeah.
to take it from the shelf,
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what we do. We take it from the shelf and then we answer the person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we actually received one request yesterday with 3 chapters from the same book. But then my argument was to say, look, to my colleague, look, we don't even know if these chapters are being requested for one person. So supply them, or else supply one chapter today and then supply another one tomorrow and then supply the other one maybe the other day or maybe later in the afternoon or something.
But it needs to be 3 different requests, Jane.
Yeah, yes, they were.
Otherwise, you're going to get into trouble.
They were 3 different requests.
Yeah, we
All right.
also supply. Yeah.
Thank you. That helps.
Okay, thank you. Under General, again, I just want to say something about the South African Library Week. The LIASA president requested members to encourage librarians to participate in Library Week, of which the theme is Reimagine, Repurpose, Rediscover Libraries. The idea was that anyone can submit individual poetry speaking of the theme, and all the information then will be shared with members on the LIASA page and on the National Library of South Africa's Facebook. Thank you. I think we need to go to the last item now. Closing, is everyone fine?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you again for sharing the information with all of us. Let us all see if we can get speakers on time. Thank you so much and have a nice day, all of you.
Thank
So,
you.
Thank you.
sorry, so you don't really have the date for next meeting.
I think we can do it via email.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I'll send it to you to find out if
Okay.
everyone is fine with it.
All right,
Yeah,
no
you can
problem.
send up alternative dates and then we say which one is.
Okay. Thank you, colleagues,
you.
and goodbye.
Okay,
Thank
so
you. Bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.